The way these phytoestrogens work is by mimicking the estrogen in your body. When women go through menopause, their estrogen levels significantly drop, causing symptoms like hot flashes, joint pains, and mood swings. These phytoestrogens, which are found in foods like oats, tofu, and flax seeds, act as a replacement for the estrogen, helping balance out hormones and manage menopause symptoms. The fiddle is one of the instruments that's most prominently featured in Irish traditional music. And Ellen here has been so kind to offer to teach me how to play the A chord.
Yeah, perfect. It's just as well I have a spare fiddle in the house. So we've kind of looked at how to hold the fiddle, which you're doing perfectly. So you just want to place your first finger at the top of the D string, and you're going to keep your bow nice and centered here, just above the bridge, and try and play the A and the D string together. Perfect, yeah.
Last year on October 7th, Hamas took more than 200 people hostage. And a year later, Hamas is still holding around 100 people hostage, including the people you see right here on these flyers. Fiona Staunton's Tuesday nights look like this. In the kitchen, chopping, stirring, putting together meals, and doing it all in front of the camera.
Laminated cheesecake.
Staunton's a trained chef who's done her own research around nutrition and menopause. She owns Fiona's Food for Life, an online cooking business that teaches women how to make recipes she says can help with menopause symptoms, an experience Staunton is all too familiar with.
I was sitting on the sofa and I wanted to come in to the kitchen to make a cup of tea, but my joints and my legs weren't working properly. I felt like a really elderly person. I had to hold on to the wall and the countertop.
She was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2020, and the cancer treatments caused her to go through induced menopause.
Yeah, it was pretty much overnight, because usually people, their hormones will go up and down for a good while in perimenopause before they actually hit menopause. So this was just like off a cliff.
A 2024 Lancet review found that induced menopause from some cancer treatments is common and can happen earlier and be more severe than natural menopause. But Staunton says she found a way to help her symptoms right in her pantry.
I looked into studies that have been done on what foods might help. And then I learned that phytoestrogen compounds can help alleviate symptoms.
The way these phytoestrogens work is by mimicking the estrogen in your body. When women go through menopause, their estrogen levels significantly drop, causing symptoms like hot flashes, joint pains, and mood swings. These phytoestrogens, which are found in foods like oats, tofu, and flax seeds, act as a replacement for the estrogen, helping balance out hormones and manage menopause symptoms.
I just started talking about it, and I thought, well, maybe I can do this and help other people.
Ilona Madden is one of Staunton's clients, who joined the program to learn how she could help her menopause symptoms through her diet.
I just find it very hard, for example, to include lentils. I just forget about it, if that makes any sense. And just having the recipes ready helps.
And Staunton breaks down these recipes every week with online cooking tutorials.
It's foods for everyone with a particular focus for the woman.
While phytoestrogen-rich foods can help some people with their menopause symptoms, some studies have found that they can have negative effects. It's recommended to talk with a doctor beforehand to see if these foods can help you. Cancer might have shaken up her life, but through her business, Staunton has turned her time of struggle into a resource for other women. Ellen Potts was tuned into Irish traditional music from a young age.
I would go with my parents to pubs and just sit in, and you'd have like a glass of Coke and a packet of crisps, and you would just sit there and just listen.
She's a fifth-generation Irish trad musician and the great-grandniece to Tommy Potts. So for her, picking up an instrument was a tradition in of itself.
I think my dad just gave me the fiddle and said, here, there's too many pipers, it's going to be too loud in the house.
While Potts grew up around musicians, she didn't see the same interest in trad music from outside that community.
It wasn't something that was really trendy or cool to do, and no one looked at it as like an asset or as like, something, a gift that you should be really proud of.
Recently though, Irish trad music is striking a chord with more people. In Core's Predict 2026 report, 60% of people felt like Irish culture was becoming more popular, and music was one of the main ways they interacted with it. University College Dublin professor Dr. Tibor Falzet says people harmonizing with music in this way is only natural.
People meeting directly in creative, artistic contexts in everyday life and expressing that with one another, performing it, sharing it, connecting through it. So music is one of those domains that is, I would say, ultimately human.
That I can learn a tune that was played that exact way 100 years ago. Such a rich historical tradition.
The fiddle is one of the instruments that's most prominently featured in Irish traditional music. And Ellen here has been so kind to offer to teach me how to play the A chord. Yeah, perfect. It's just as well I have a spare fiddle in the house. So we've kind of looked at how to hold the fiddle, which you're doing perfectly. So you just want to place your first finger at the top of the D string, and you're going to keep your bow nice and centered here, just above the bridge, and try and play the A and the D string together. Perfect, yeah.
I'll need more practice before I can join a session at a pub like the Cobblestone. Until then, I'll stay with the other pub goers, who embrace these melodies to find their own versions of community.
It's just lovely kind of background music, nice and cool and calm and cultural.
And it's really great to see authentic Irish music here.
And Potts plans to play her part in keeping her family's connection to Irish trad music alive.
I feel a certain responsibility to pass that down to hopefully my future kids, because it's such a special thing, the dynamic you have in that kind of a family where you're all sort of bonded over that one thing that you're all so passionate about.
A passion that's carried on for hundreds of years and shows no signs of being silenced anytime soon. In Dublin, I'm Sarah Autry Craft, CNN Academy. Not every 4-year-old can walk someone through the procedure of getting an infusion, but Thomas Krakowiak can.
Some alcohol and some gauze.
Thomas has severe hemophilia, which means his blood doesn't clot when he cuts or bruises himself. His medicine costs thousands of dollars every month, forcing his parents to make decisions on which ones to get.
There's one medicine that we've never filled because it's $1,000 with our insurance.
And the Krakowiaks aren't the only family dealing with these high costs. The Sheltons have 4 people in their family with hemophilia. And coming up with the money for their medicine is difficult.
We don't just have $10,000 every year to pay in January for medication, especially when you have multiple kids who need medication.
People with hemophilia and other rare and chronic illnesses use payment assistance programs to help with the costs of their medications. Some insurance agencies don't count money from these programs towards people's out-of-pocket maximums. But a bill in the State House would make agencies accept these programs as money, which could save people thousands of dollars every year.
I may have a co-insurance I still have to pay of like $100, but $100 is not $5,000.
Families like the Krakowiaks and Sheltons are fighting for this bill because of the impact the medicine has had for their kids.
If he were not on his medicine, he really wouldn't be able to do any sports. The risk of injury would be too high.
With this medicine, Thomas can spend his free time playing baseball, riding a bike, and jumping around like any other 4-year-old. In Columbia, I'm Sarah Craft, Carolina News.